Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Get ready to start some dinner. Tonight we're going to have, I got a pork chop that I cooked the other night, so I'm going to reheat the pork chop and then I'm going to make some rice. So we'll get that. Whew, man, that about wore me out. Getting this started, get the water going, and then we'll have pork chop, some rice, maybe some brown gravy, and some sort of vegetable. I don't know, so we'll figure it out. I want to say this though, is my diesel heater part that I said in the previous video would be here the next day. It arrived. It got here in 2 days. Unbelievable. Not here. It's in Cedar City, which is about 40 miles away. But that's not a problem because I'll be able to go down to Cedar City. And I mean down. It's about 15 miles of 6 and 8% grade downhill. And be able to go down and get my diesel heater part and get some other mail coming in probably, and go to Walmart and do some laundry and stuff before I have to come back up to my campsite by the 19th. So I got a couple weeks to to work with that. So it's not a big problem. So, and the mail, once you get it sent, general delivery, you have 30 days before they'll send it back to the sender. So I've got a good while before I have to do that. So, but yeah, it did arrive. It surprised me, and I think the reason why is I had trouble with the other ones was last year when I ordered from Amazon, I had it sent to Panguitch, and it came FedEx. And the FedEx delivery, I looked on the shipping label, was general delivery with the street address of the post office in Panguitch. And it got there. And so I did the same thing in the other two, but they came UPS. And like I mentioned, UPS and the USPS some may not mesh sometimes. And so I reordered it again after I did some Google online search, and AI said to order from Amazon to get general delivery, just put your name, general delivery in one line, P.O. box, no number, just P.O. box, and the city and the zip code in the state. That way, it said when Amazon goes to ship out the package, they know that it has to go to a post office, so it needs to be sent USPS. Makes sense. So maybe that was part of the problem, as I just didn't have it addressed right. But we'll see. I want to show you. I talked about the the elevation change. Look at there. Look at that, so tight. I can't even. I have 2 of these bags. I cannot even open them up. The other one had to take a knife to it and open it up. There's only about this much, product inside, but these are. I got these down at Orderville, down at Terry's Foods. They're on sale. Why not? They're not bad. Pop corners. They're kettle corn, sweet and salty. And then I was reading the back of it, which surprised me. Yellow corn, sunflower oil, cane sugar, and sea salt. And the BFY, Better For You brands. I didn't know they, that was work, but they're not as good as your fried stuff or your really sweet stuff. They're not near as good as the dot pretzels I talked about either. Like, oh, these aren't bad. These aren't bad. They're baked, so they're a little light, but yeah, they're good. They're not the best, but they're good. And so yeah, I'm going to make my rice. I use precise measurements. That's about enough rice. One thing about rice, as anybody knows cooks rice, it goes a long way. So a little rice equals a lot of rice. And I bought at Walmart. I bought like a 5-pound bag, so I just separate into smaller, usable containers like this, so I can store them easier and use them easier. But let's see, what kind of vegetables we're going to have? Some mixed vegetables. Yep, we'll have some mixed vegetables too. Whew, you put some WD-40 on that drawer. That's where I keep all my canned goods, so it's pretty heavy. And we'll see, but we got her going, and we'll see what else we can get into a little bit later. And there we go. Bon appetit. In my last video, I posted about the guy in the ATV coming by making dust and coming back to apologize. Well, shortly after that, after I ended that video, a truck came through here. Now this is a pretty good road for a dirt road. And it was barreling. It was hauling. All I heard was a muffler, tires, and I saw a dark streak go by. It must have been going 65 miles an hour. I don't know, but it was hauling it up this hill. But he didn't come by to apologize for the dust. And then a few minutes later, the car came down this hill, going about probably 30, 35. Well, this looks like a racetrack out here for some reason. But yeah, I mean, it's a good road, but goodness gracious. I wouldn't want to go 60 miles an hour on it. We're going to walk up here and enjoy the rest of the sunshine this evening. And we'll show you a couple of these little houses. These little houses up on here in this subdivision. So we're going to walk up the hill. And one thing I've noticed about this forest, this is the Dixie National Forest, 2 million acres. It's a pretty healthy forest. And the reason I say that is there is just lots and lots of new growth of trees coming up everywhere, as far as I can see. A lot of new trees, which is good, means it's growing. And as much as I've walked around this the last about 3 days, I think I've only seen like 2 or 3 dead trees still standing, because Forest Service comes through, cuts them down. Over here, they cut down the dead trees. So that means they're not going to fall on something, and that gives more space for the new growth to come along. But yeah, they're just on the other side of the road even. They're just green everywhere. There's a whole bunch of white firs right there. It's the same kind of tree I've got in my tree seeds. My seedlings will be these white fir seedlings. But yeah, and right there next to them is some ponderosa pines, and then some aspen trees. And let's see, down there's a little spruce tree, and there's some Douglas fir trees. There's just a variety of evergreens, and they look pretty good. This is like this one here. This is a new growth ponderosa. Pretty new. It's probably about 5, 6 years old, but it's healthy. And right beside it is a Douglas fir, and right behind it, it's a white fir. So they're just in there, and then there's a aspen tree. So let's go look at the little houses. Just some of the houses. There's one under construction. Nice old Chevy pickup. I like that. 4-wheel drive Chevy pickup. And then here's another house in the trees. One over here. And these are probably I would say these are vacation homes, because I haven't seen any vehicles around any of them. There's no garages on them. It looks like they're just kind of waiting for somebody to show up. Wish I could afford a vacation home just to go sometime of the year. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, yeah. I do live in a vacation home. I can vacation in the desert in the wintertime, vacation in the mountains in the summertime, and vacation wherever I want to in between. Oh, what a way to go. There's a fencing. Sign, please slow down dust. That doesn't make any difference. Yeah, actually this is a pretty good area. Road signs and stop signs, and then these nice gates, fences. And then up there on the right, you can see a fire hydrant. So I think these are vacation homes. I'm going to show you these aspen trees. These are just starting to leaf out or bloom out. Here is a, pull it down, aspen tree, and these are those, if you can see them, they're hard to see. Back up a little bit. Nope, anyway. Just a second, let me focus on that. Those are seed pods. They're going to be hard to see, but anyway, next these are just starting to bud out. And then those are the little aspen seed pods that fall off and produce new trees. Oh, he wandered off into someone's yard. These houses have blue roofs on them. There's 3 in a row right here. So they're back behind the fence. And they all have this private property, no trespassing. And pretty nice gates. We'll walk down to the end of the intersection and we'll give you a view of back behind. There's some cliffs back there you can see. Here's the intersection. Give you a little view of the cliffs back behind. And a lot of power lines. Another house off to the right. You can see a roof over there of some sort. But right past it, this area here, out there, National Forest again. So we're going to walk over that way. Here's a manzanita bush. This first one I saw was in Arizona last year. It's got this red, almost like plastic bark on it. It's just, I saw that and said, what in the world? Is that some kind of plastic bush? But no, it actually is. And it has flowers on it too. This is on the other side of the housing area. You can see a lot more stumps and tree debris. But there's still a lot of green, a lot of new growth coming up around, but it's not as clean as the section I'm in. I mean, it's clean, but it's not maintained. Like big old dead ponderosa there, then all the brush. Plenty of firewood, that's for sure. Ponderosa pine bark up close. There's another view of the cliffs. And a lot of power poles. There are a lot of power poles. And kind of a 4-wheel ATV trail. Not really too much of a road, but. And this structure over here I thought was a house is actually water tank. So that's how they get the water up here. They're on a well system. Another storm off out in the valley. There's a storm across the valley. Clouds are rolling in. The afternoon weighs heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or so away. The whine of his wheels just makes it colder. Well, hope you enjoyed my impromptu Storm Across the Valley lyrics. I saw that and just popped out. Didn't have time to tune up my singing voice, so that's why it sounded like it did. But and I can't remember it. But John Denver, what, 1973, 74? I remember him growing up. So listen to him all the time. Well, yeah, we're going to end the video here and enjoy the rest of this peaceful, quiet evening we have. And See if nobody else comes by, because the road's right there, as you can see it. Whoop, point right there, right there. So, yeah, see if we can get anybody down the speedway tonight. Where are the rangers at when you need them? Haven't seen one. Probably won't either. But yeah, we'll end it. We'll catch you guys on around the state of Utah here and see what happens the next few days before we head down the mountain.